my idea was doing by helicopter.
Anyway,
If they're not that far out.
Yeah, how would you see that going?
Well, if they're not that far out, you prioritize the most valuable shit or the shit that you need, the necessities, and fucking cargo bomb them in.
Okay, let me ask you this. All right, so you say you would prioritize that by the most valuable shit that you need. Necessities and whatnot. Where does perishables come into that?
It's whatever the fucking supply is in the country.
So if like we got enough bananas.
Bananas?
Bananas! I don't know.
Someone's gonna get fucking stabbed. I'm calling it right now. There's gonna be one, two fucking cocksuckers too.
Maybe it'll be you.
Well, we're the only other two people.
Good.
Maybe I'll stab you.
But you said bananas?
Good.
So we got...
Banana mamas.
Or no, were you going to say
Banana
band-aids?
mamas.
You were going to say band-aids.
Banana mamas.
What is a banana mama?
Just a word I just made up.
Oh, Dr. Seuss in it?
Anyway.
But yeah, if we have...
Let's say there's a shipment, coming in from Dole.
Dole?
Of bananas. Possibly from South America. At some point in time, those are going to perish. Correct? Yeah. Right? Are we all in agreement that bananas are a expirable product?
No, you gotta preserve it. When we vacuum seal them.
They'll still perish.
But yeah, you can prolong it. But yeah, they can.
Do you think they're doing that before they put it on the ship?
Oh no. They should have planned ahead though.
Dude, they find spiders and everything else in bananas. I can only imagine what they're doing when they're throwing bananas in the fucking...
Go on. Spiders and bananas. What else you got?
No, I was just thinking about...
But yeah, so yeah, you said... So what were you getting at?
What are you looking at me for? I was just thinking about the labor and the not giving a shit.
I was hoping you would expand on the spiders and bananas and shit, but...
But what were you talking about with the bananas? Where were you going?
Well, okay, you were talking... Like, we were talking about, you were saying something about, like, airlifting the shit off of cargo ships.
Yeah, you were talking about cargo tires.
Okay, right, but the problem is, have you ever seen a stacked cargo ship?
Yeah.
What happens when the perishable thing is at the bottom?
Well...
And they gotta take off, like 8 layers of fucking stacks before they get down to the perishable item. Or whatever is more... Or whatever is, a necessity.
Well, how does that work?
For the economy and that.
Is there like a baseline of putting perishables on the top to get them off first, or what?
I don't know. I've never worked on a cargo ship.
Or if something's on the bottom in the middle, then you must not need it that bad to get it off.
Not necessarily. I mean, they obviously don't expect to be sitting out, in open seas for however many fucking days.
Well, now they do. Now they're ready for it because it's been going on for a while. So,
well,
how they do.
Okay. Also, if that is what you're actually saying and sticking to, they will not ship perishables on a cargo ship. They wouldn't do it because that would be an instant wash.
Unless they're prioritized. It all depends on how it's laid out. Right? Like if 2 dudes are still sitting in queue for like 2 weeks and then a whole perishable ship comes in, do they just prioritize that person? And unload them and let them go? And the guy with like cars in the fucking containers or whatever the fuck?
Well, the cars could be saltwater damage and stuff.
Not in the container.
I mean, the containers.
That's what the whole container's for. We just pack shit on a boat. Bananas fucking piled up.
I mean, they're just metal shipping containers, though.
Well, they're for cover, though. They're made to stack and keep the fucking weather out.
But are they all flawless?
Probably not, dude. Them motherfuckers will probably beat the fuck up. But I wouldn't say that they have, like, rusty ones or anything. Those things are fucking thick, dude.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah. I know people that use them as, like, little garages.
Also, at the same point in time, as long as there's paint on it, it's not going to, like, continuously rust.
What about
you know
this?
what I mean? So as long as they clean the rust up and repaint it, it'll be good for another couple years.
They don't vacuum seal shipping containers.
Maybe they should.
If you don't vacuum seal it, you should have salty air in it. That's rusting the cars.
No.
What are you talking about? Then how come cars on the beach rust faster than cars?
They're not in containers.
It's because they actually get physical salt on them.
Yeah, but it's salt air.
But they're not in containers though.
Yeah, but I'm saying the cars that are loaded with salt, like on a salty water ocean port.
Arizona and California have the least amount of rust on any automobile.
No, but where are the cars coming from?
I'm talking about climates.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about here.
Right, but California in particular has a very salty...
But the cars aren't coming from California.
They're going to California.
Yeah, but the air is going to be in there from wherever they were loaded.
For a little bit, maybe. I mean, obviously air is everywhere, but the salt in the air probably won't stay in there that long.
But where's it going to go?
A little sprinkle of salt on your car is not going to rust it to hell.
Oh, obviously.
Not true.
A little bit of salt will rust your car.
You want me to tell you a story?
Well, you're probably thinking of a different... I'm talking about like a... you know that fucking me? Like a little...
salt bed?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
When there has been some sorts of issues before in, previous lifetimes, so on and so forth, and there was a scratch on something, we would take a bottle of water, dump some salt in it, shake it up,
Oh, it takes a clear coat off, right?
let it rust up like in 3 days.
Oh, no, that was baloney.
But you're actually hitting it with salt water.
Yes.
Salt air is just salt water in an evaporated state. When it settles,
But the salt is on the metal at that point in time. That causes it to oxidize.
No, but what I'm saying is that there's still salt particles in salty air.
And also, at the same point in time, a brand new car is also fully painted, so it can't allow it to get straight on the metal. That's where you got to have. If you have a scratch in the thing where you actually have metal exposed, that's what I'm saying.
Now, does the salt activate rust
It
with
oxidizes.
air,
It oxidizes.
or is it with water?
Both.
Either way.
There's a chemical reaction that happens, with salt and oxygen, and I guess
Just with
hydrogen
oxygen?
is probably also.
Yeah. I think, what is there,
Possibly.
like 2 other molecules in water compared to air? Or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
H2O. So hydrogen, two molecules, 1 oxygen. I got to assume it's got. I don't know, science. If you're a scientist and can explain this process for us, drop that shit down in the comments below.
Jeff Bezos, leave a comment.
William Shatner, leave a comment. How'd you like your dick ride?